In the vast architecture of the human face, the nose often goes unnoticed as a tool for psychological insight. But in the realm of facial profiling, especially through FOQUS AI, the bridge of the nose becomes an extraordinary indicator of inner strength, resilience, drive, and goal orientation. This episode will take you deep into the silent language spoken by the nose bridge, and how it reflects not only personality, but also the unconscious patterns of behavior that influence leadership, performance, and personal growth. The bridge of the nose is the narrow, elevated part that extends from between the eyebrows down toward the tip. While it may seem like a simple anatomical structure, its contour, prominence, alignment, and depth carry rich psychological symbolism. Ancient physiognomists, modern psychologists, and now artificial intelligence systems all agree the bridge of the nose says more than meets the eye. Let's begin with prominence. A high, well-defined nose bridge often belongs to individuals with strong mental discipline and unwavering focus. These are the goal setters, the long-game thinkers who do not get easily distracted. They plan thoroughly, execute consistently, and tend to show persistence even when challenges arise. In professional environments, these people are usually seen as dependable, structured, and performance-oriented. Their internal compass is strong, often guided by personal values or long-term vision rather than momentary emotions. On the contrary, a flatter or less prominent nose bridge often belongs to individuals who are more emotionally attuned, empathetic, and go with the flow in their leadership approach. This doesn't indicate a lack of determination. It signals a different style of motivation. These individuals may not rely solely on logic or personal drive. Instead, they are inspired by relationships, community needs, or emotional resonance. In team environments, they act as connectors, showing flexibility and compassion. They're often the glue that holds emotional dynamics together. Now consider the slope and angle of the bridge. A straight nose bridge suggests a person who values clarity, truth, and alignment in both thought and action. These individuals often have a strong sense of purpose and dislike ambiguity. They are less likely to tolerate manipulation or misalignment. Their communication is direct, and they expect others to operate with the same level of integrity. In negotiation or leadership, they are firm but fair, setting expectations with clarity and holding themselves to the same standards. A nose bridge with a slight curve or dip might reflect creativity, open-mindedness, and emotional versatility. These people have the ability to see shades of gray rather than black and white. Their decision-making style is nuanced, considering not only the outcome, but the human impact. They are adaptable, especially in fast-changing environments. In leadership roles, they bring empathy and innovation. They may not always be the loudest voice in the room, but they are often the ones who inspire deep, lasting change. Let's now look at the width of the nose bridge. A narrower bridge is commonly seen in individuals who are private, introspective, and highly sensitive to their environment. They may have a strong inner world, often reflecting deeply before speaking or acting. These individuals are likely to process information slowly, but thoroughly. They make excellent strategists, advisors, and thinkers behind the scenes. In contrast, a broader bridge suggests an outward energy, a person who expresses themselves boldly and acts decisively. They are action-driven, often assuming leadership roles in group dynamics. Facial symmetry in a nose bridge reveals emotional balance. A symmetrical bridge, centered and evenly developed on both sides, suggests a person with emotional stability and cognitive coherence. They tend to handle pressure well and show consistency in their behavior across different settings. Asymmetry, on the other hand, might reveal inner conflict, perhaps a tension between personal ambition and social expectations, or between emotional desires and rational goals. FOQUS AI analyzes this through multi-angle imagery and expression detection, offering deep psychological insight that even the person might not be aware of. One of the most overlooked yet powerful indicators is the alignment of the bridge with the center of the forehead. A perfectly aligned nose bridge with the glabella, the space between the brows, suggests a person who is centered, intentional, and well integrated. They are not easily swayed by external noise or chaos. Their decisions are deeply rooted in their identity and values. They lead from the inside out. In contrast, a slight shift either left or right may indicate that the person tends to lean more toward emotion or logic, depending on the direction of the tilt. This doesn't imply dysfunction, but rather preference. The length of the nose bridge also carries meaning. A longer bridge often signifies a deep thinker, someone who carries weighty thoughts, and is often planning far into the future. These individuals may carry a sense of responsibility for others, and they often shoulder burdens quietly. They are less reactive and more reflective. A shorter bridge may indicate someone who is quick-thinking, responsive, and often acts in the present. They are great problem solvers in real time and tend to bring energy and motion to a team environment. There's also much to be said about the tension or relaxation in the nose bridge area. When a person is under stress or emotional tension, the muscles around the bridge, especially between the eyes, can tighten. This often creates horizontal lines or a slight pinch in the bridge area. FOQUS AI detects these micro-muscle movements and highlights emotional pressure, even if the individual tries to mask it with a neutral expression. Repeated tension in this area over time could indicate chronic stress, perfectionism, or emotional suppression. It's a red flag worth noticing in high-performing individuals. In the context of team dynamics, the bridge of the nose can reveal whether someone prefers to take initiative or follow structured guidance. Leaders with pronounced, straight bridges often prefer autonomy and self-direction. They may struggle in micromanaged environments. Those with softer or curved bridges may thrive in collaborative or supportive leadership cultures, where emotional intelligence is valued. By matching leadership roles with facial indicators, FOQUS helps teams build synergy instead of friction. From a psychological development perspective, the nose bridge also mirrors internal motivation. Is the person driven by fear of failure or a desire for mastery? Do they avoid risk or pursue challenge? These are subtle traits but highly influential in decision-making and resilience. A strong, defined nose bridge coupled with steady eye contact often reveals an inner fire, the kind of person who doesn't back down easily, who leads even when others hesitate. Meanwhile, a more flexible or rounded bridge suggests a person who leads with the heart, who reads people well and adapts their style to the needs of the moment. The cultural lens adds further layers. In some traditions, a high nose bridge is linked with nobility, ambition, or destiny. In others, a soft curve may be seen as a sign of peace and harmony. These interpretations, while subjective, influence how people perceive each other and how they perceive themselves. By using an I, we remove cultural bias and instead focus on function. How does the facial structure influence the way this person moves through life, makes choices, builds relationships, and handles adversity? In recruitment, understanding the bridge of the nose can help identify leadership potential. In coaching, it helps unlock hidden motivation. In mental health, it reveals suppressed stress or emotional misalignment. In negotiation, it offers real-time cues about resistance or receptivity. It is not about judgment, it is about clarity. The nose bridge, in all its variations, is a powerful visual clue to who a person really is underneath the role they play. As we bring this episode to a close, remember this: you can learn more about a person by looking between their eyes than by listening to their words. The bridge of the nose does not lie. It carries the quiet imprint of one's discipline, focus, and inner architecture. When read with wisdom, it becomes a map to a person's drive, determination, and potential. In a world that often rewards loud voices and flashy charisma, the nose bridge reminds us to look deeper, for strength is often silent, steady, and right in front of us.